Let's do the review. So we want to answer the following questions. What are the requirements for the relationship to be proportional? It absolutely must be a line, and it must go through 0, 0. Number 2, what are some reasons a relationship could be non-proportional? It is not a line. It does not go through 0, 0. Are all linear relationships proportional? Well, if I look at this, is this proportional? No. Sometimes the y-intercept is not 0, 0. If a line goes through the y-intercept, if the line goes through the y-intercept 0, 5, can it be proportional? No. Because it, meaning the line, can only go through that was a weird U, through the y-axis once. This line will not go through 0, 0. Okay, so if a line has the form of the equation y equals mx, is the relationship proportional or non-proportional? It is proportional, because if this is the equation of the line and the b value has 0 as its y-intercept, and I plug in 0, that is just going to get me y equals mx. Okay, is this a linear graph? Yes, it is linear. It makes a line. Does it go through the point 0, 0? It does, so it's proportional. This one, is it a line? Yes. Does it go through 0, 0? No, it does not. Is it a line? No, it is not a line, so that means it is not proportional. This one right here. What is the rate of change? So make sure that you pay attention to what this goes up by. This one, oh, I should make this green. How much did this go up by? It went up by 8. How far over did we go? I look down here, it's 2. So it's over 2. So if I simplify my fraction, I will get 4. So my rate of change is 4. What is the meaning of that? Remember, we have the change in y over the change in x. The change in y is talking about money. So that's going to be $4 per, and then when we're talking about the change in x, that's talking about this, per bunch of rosemary. Sorry about that. So then we come over here and I do my rate of change. So the first time it actually goes through a lattice point is right there. So how far up did we go? We went up 6. So that's 6. And that's my change in y. And then we go over 4. So that's my change in x. I simplify my fraction. That'll get me 3 over 2. So my change in y is talking about money. Right here it's talking about money. So I need 3 over 2 to become 1.5. So $1.50 per, and then I'm talking about my change in X, which is the magnets, so per magnet. Okay, next. So identify if it's proportional or non-proportional, then identify the slope and y-intercept. Remember, if it is proportional, it's going to be y equals mx. If it's, I shouldn't say non-proportional, but I'll put in here a line that is non-proportional, then it'll be y equals mx plus b. Okay? So if I look at this first one, it is going to be non-proportional. My slope for this one is the number that's in front of x. My y-intercept, I remember I did pink for this. My y-intercept, I like to write it as a point, is -4. So over here, is this proportional? Well, hopefully you guys remember that if I have this is actually a vertical line going like this. Does it have a slope? No. The slope is undefined. Does it go through 0, 0? No. The y-intercept, it doesn't hit the y-axis at all. There is none. Over here, is this proportional? No, it is not proportional. The slope is the number sitting in front of x. The slope is this number, so 7/8. The y-intercept is the constant, so I always write it as a point, 0.8. Down here, is this proportional? So that means, is it in this form? Yes, it is in this form. So that means it is proportional. The number in front of x is the slope, so 5/6. There is nothing added to that. So that is proportional, so that means it goes through 0, 0. Again, there's nothing added here, so this goes through 0, 0 because it is a proportional line. The slope is the number that is in front of x. This one, this is a horizontal line. I'm going to just kind of draw this. It's going to be way down here at 15. Okay, so is that proportional? That's the first question. It is non-proportional. The slope is going to be undefined, or no, it is not. The slope is 0. The y-intercept, where does it hit the y-axis? It hits it right here. It hits it at the point 0. Oh, does anybody want to get mad at me? I totally did this problem wrong. Can I redo this problem? Right here. How about I redo this problem? This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. How about I do it up here for my line? Again, the slope for this would be 0. It is non-proportional. And the y-intercept would be at 0.15 at this point right here. Okay, write an equation of the line. So the first thing I have to do is find the slope. So how tall is that up? That is 60 tall. How far across is it? That is 6 across. So my slope would be 60/6. That's a 6. So my slope would be 10. It goes through 0, 0. So that means my equation is y equals 10x. This one, line A. Oh, we're just finding the slope on this one. So finding the slope. If I go down 4 here. I go across 2. So that's going to be negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. Then, if I do line B, I go up 2, and I go across, what is that, 6? So that's going to be 2 over 6. And if I simplify that, my slope here would be 1/3. Then we're supposed to rank from least to greatest for the rates of change. So the rate of change here is 3, 7, 0.9, and 0.2. So it wants the least. Which one's the smallest? Letter D is the smallest. Then letter C, letter A, and letter B. Okay, proportional means it goes through the point 0, 0. So this point right here. And it has to be a line. So line A goes through it, and line E goes through it. If you need to, we have line E right here, and we'll have line A right here. Yes, C goes through it, but C is squiggly. It's not an actual line. Okay, so number 14. Bill, Kevin, and Nicole took their families on the same vacation but traveled in separate cars. Their speeds are expressed below. Find the constant of proportionality, which means the slope, then rank them in the order from fastest to slowest. Okay, so let's look at this first one. Okay, so some of you are going to say, but it's halfway in between here, so don't use that one. Use this point right here. So how tall is that? That's 110 tall. Then I go across. How far across is that? If I come down here, look, that's at 2, so that's 2. So my slope for this one is going to be 110 over 2. If you divide 110 by 2, you get 55 miles per hour. Then if I look at Kevin's trip, from here to here, they go 90. From here to here, it's 2 hours. So my slope for this one is 90 over 2. If I simplify that, that gets 45. So they're going 45 miles per hour. And then the slope for Nicole's trip is the number in front of X, which is 60. So it's asking you to rank them from fastest to slowest. So Nicole would be first, and then Bill, and then Kevin. Now, which one of the following represents the slope when using the idea of similar triangles? Circle all that apply. Now, here's the big hint. It says, think about which ones you can eliminate immediately based on if the line is positive or negative. So if I look at line A, I'm going to highlight it right here. This is line A. That is a negative slope. So the very first thing that I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go through and get rid of all the positives. So this is a positive, positive. This is a positive, this is a positive, this is a positive. So automatically, I got rid of that. So now I want to find the slope. So this is down 1, it's over 2. So the slope is negative 1/2. So I want to see, do these fractions simplify to negative 1/2? Let's look at this one. Negative 1/2. Yep. This one works. Let's look here. That would go down to negative 2. That's not the same thing, so that doesn't work. Let's go here. 2 goes into 4. This would be negative 2. Again, nope. Oh, here we go. What about this one? If I simplify this, 5 goes into 10 2 times. So yes, H is one of them. And then we have K. 2 goes into both of those, and you get negative 1/2. So there you are. So now I'm going to look at line B. Okay, line B goes this direction. It's a positive slope. So I'm going to get rid of all the negatives. Goodbye negative, goodbye negative, bye negative, bye negative. Okay? So now I'm going to look at it. And what is the slope? I'm going to use these 2 points right here. This goes up 1, 2, 3. It goes over 1. So the slope of this is 3 over 1, which is 3. So I come over here. 1/3. Nope. 1/3 is not the same as 3. 3 over 1 is, though, 6 divided by 2. This one, that is it. 3 divided by 3, yes. Okay. This next part, we're supposed to find the slope of the line, the y-intercept, and then write the equation of the line. Okay, so let's remember the equation for slope. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then the y-intercept is 0b. Okay, so if I look at this first one and I find the slope, I'm going to subtract my y values. So 5 minus negative 7 over subtracting my x values. 3 minus 0. If I subtract those, remember this turns into a plus sign. That's 12 over 3, which gets me 4. So 4 is my slope. Y-intercept is when the x value is 0. The x value is 0 here, so negative 7 is my b value. So y equals 4x minus 7. Then over here, over here, I find my slope. I subtract my my y values. 7 minus 7. Subtract my x values. 8 minus negative 3. So that's going to get me 0 on top. That's going to get me 11 on bottom. So 0 is my slope. And if you remember, this is a horizontal line going through 7. The y value is 7. So that means the b value is also 7. So y equals 7. Here, I'm going to subtract my y values. I'm going to subtract my x values. That turns to a plus sign, so I get 4 on top. I get negative 8 on bottom, so that's negative 1/2. So I have negative 1/2 here. And then y-intercept is this, so negative 3. So my equation is negative 1/2 x minus 3. Come on. There we go. So the slope for this line, it's a horizontal line. So my slope is 0. My y-intercept is right here. That's 3. My equation, y equals 3. Here, my slope on this one is undefined. It does not go through the y-axis, so there isn't one. The equation of this line is x equals 1. This one, my slope. I go up 2, I go over 4. So my slope for this one is 2 over 4, which simplifies to 1/2. My b value, where it hits the y-axis, is 3. So my equation of the line is 1/2 x plus 3. So this one, My slope on this one, it is negative automatically, so I'm going to automatically write a negative sign here. So I'm going to pick 2 points. There's a point here, there's a point here. So I go down 1, and I go over 7. So my slope is negative 1/7. B, right here at negative 5. So my equation is negative 1/7 x minus 5. Next, finding my slope. From here to here, we add 9. And from here to here, we add 3. So my slope is going to be 9 over 3, which is 3. My b value is across from 0, so that's negative 25. So my equation is equal to 3x minus 25. This one here, from here to here goes down 7. And from here to here goes up 5. So my slope is negative 7 over 5. My b value is across from 0. So my equation is negative 7/5 x plus 22. Okay. My slope is 2/5 because it's y equals mx plus b. My y-intercept is 10. So I go to 10. This is a positive slope. Now, we are going to have to go down because I can't go up anywhere. So we are going to have to go down. So we're going to go down 2, but we're going to go to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put a point. Down 2 and over 5. When I do that, I get a line. Over here, x equals a number. That means the slope is undefined. It means that I have a vertical line. So I'm going to go to negative 6 right here, and I'm going to make a vertical line. Then this one, y equals a number. That means the slope is 0. The y-intercept is 4, so I go to 4. It is a horizontal line, so I make a horizontal line. This next one, slope is negative 3, but we put it over 1. The y-intercept is the constant, so 0, 2. So I go to 2. Remember, this is going to go downhill. So I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go over to the right 1 and put a point. Go down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1, down 1, 2, 3, over 1, 2, 3, over 1. Now, could I have gone from my pink spot up? I could have gone up 1, 2, 3, but I would have to make sure I go to the left 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1, and have a line that looks like this. Okay. Number 29, my slope equals negative 6 over 5. Remember, that's negative, so it's going to go this way. And the point is 0, 3. So I go to 0, 3. I'm going to go down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put a point. I'm going to go up 6. Just because I like to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put a point, and I'm going to draw a line. And last but not least, well, is it really the last but not least? Yes. Slope is 8, which is 8 over 1, so it's a positive slope. The y-intercept is -7. I go up 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I go over 1. And I make a dot. Go up 8 and over 1. And voila.